Luna's Bedtime Stories. A Tale of Two Flower Girls. In the heart of Seoul, where tradition and modernity intertwined, the Yu family buzzed with excitement. They were preparing for a momentous occasion only a few days away, the wedding of Sunny's cousin, Nabi. Sunny had flown in with her family all the way from Bayville to celebrate with Nabi on this joyous occasion. Sunny was particularly thrilled about the wedding. The prospect of attending such a grand celebration in her parents' homeland filled her not only with a sense of excitement but also of duty. Nabi had asked Sunny to be one of her flower girls, and Sunny couldn't wait to walk in a wedding for the first time. Sunny and her mother, Mrs. Yu, embarked on a special mission to find the perfect hanbok, a traditional Korean garment for Sunny to wear at the wedding. Together they ventured into Seoul's vibrant streets, where hanbok boutiques adorned with intricate fabrics and rich colors beckoned to them. As they entered a quaint shop, the air was infused with the scent of delicate silk and the faint echo of ancient traditions. Sunny's mother, with her keen eye for fashion, guided Sunny through a myriad of options. Each hanbok seemed to tell a story. There were hanboks in shades of vibrant red, symbolizing joy and celebration, and soft pastels representing innocence and purity. Sunny's eyes danced from one hanbok to another, captivated by the artistry before her. After trying on several exquisite pieces, Sunny found herself in a hanbok that seemed to embrace her like a second skin. The fabric was multi-layered with baby blue and blush pink, and the hanbok made Sunny feel like a princess from a Korean fairy tale. Mrs. Yu's eyes glistened as she smiled upon her daughter. "You look adorable, Sunny," she said, her voice filled with affection. As they left the boutique, Sunny held her neatly packaged hanbok proudly. The hanbok wasn't just an attire, it was a symbol of heritage, a bridge between generations and a testament to the family's cultural roots. She had worn hanboks before, but this time would be truly special as she would be doing it in honor of her cousin's wedding. Finally, the big day had arrived. The Yu household buzzed with excitement in preparation for the festivities ahead. After a hearty Korean breakfast, Sunny and the rest of her family set off to style their hair and put on their gowns. Sunny was enamored with how beautiful her mother and grandmother looked in their hanboks as well, a reminder that in every fold and stitch, the spirit of generations past and present lived on. When they arrived at the venue, Sunny stood in her pristine flower girl dress under the warm glow of traditional lanterns, ready to sprinkle the path with petals in her cousin's wedding. As she stepped into the bustling wedding hall, Sunny's gaze fell upon another little girl, who was also dressed in a beautiful hanbok. Hers was a delicate shade of cream, adorned with cherry blossoms that seemed to come alive as she twirled around. She was already carrying a bouquet and smiled at Sunny. "Hi, I'm Aera," said the little girl, her eyes twinkling warmly. "What's your name?" Sunny, usually a little shy, felt immediately comfortable in the presence of this energetic little girl. "I'm Sunny," she said, pointing up to the sky. "Like the sun." "Sorry, my Korean isn't very good. What does your name mean?" Sunny asked. Aera blushed. "My name means love in Korean. My mom named me Aera because she loves me very much and because I am also one of the most loving people you'll ever meet." Aera's name resonated with Sunny, who found the name utterly charming. She turned to her mother with curiosity. "Mom, did you know Aera means love in Korean? I think it's beautiful." Mrs. Yu chuckled. "Yes, Sunny. Aera here is one of your cousins too. Aera's mother and I have known each other for almost 20 years. Matter of fact, you two already met when you were just babies. It's wonderful to see you reunited again, now as flower girls in Nabi's wedding." Sunny and Aera's friendship blossomed instantly, like flowers reaching for the sun. Despite Sunny's broken Korean, there seemed to be no language barrier between the young girls, and there was a deep sense of unspoken understanding between the two. Sunny's heart swelled with a sense of connection for the cousin she had just reunited with. As they prepared for their flower girl duties together, they shared more about each other's lives, hobbies, and interests. As the wedding was about to start, Sunny's heart started to beat with excitement. In the hushed anticipation of the wedding hall, Sunny stood at the threshold, a vision of innocence and grace in her hanbok. Her small hands clutched a bouquet. The air was filled with a symphony of murmurs and the gentle rustle of traditional garments, setting the stage for a moment etched in time. The doors swung open, and with a heart brimming with excitement, Sunny took her first steps down the aisle. Her eyes, wide with wonder, scanned the room, absorbing the sea of smiling faces. But her gaze was drawn, like a magnet to steel, towards the altar where her cousin would soon stand. With each step, Sunny's confidence grew, her footsteps echoing the heartbeat of the ceremony. She gracefully threw petals from her bouquet, leaving a trail of fragrant memories in her wake. The guests, collectively holding their breath, watched in awe as the two little flower girls, their innocence a stark contrast to the grandeur of the occasion, brought an unparalleled sweetness to the moment. Sunny and Aera walked down the aisle like two angels walking a precious flower path. The pair symbolized not just the beauty of the moment, but the deep-rooted love and interconnectedness of their families despite living on opposite sides of the planet. Then, when Sunny and Aera had both arrived at the altar, time seemed to stand still. It was time for the final walk. The bride, a vision of grace in her blush pink wedding dress, entered the grand hall, and the room fell silent. She was a wondrous sight to see, and the whole crowd was speechless at her beauty. Sunny herself had never seen anyone as stunning as her cousin Nabi did at that moment. She looked just like the cherry blossom decorations that surrounded her. When Nabi reached the altar, Sunny felt proud to stand beside her cousin and the rest of the wedding party. The smile on her cousin's face reminded Sunny that she had played a vital role in this very important day. Their grandmother, the matriarch of the family, and a beacon of wisdom, officiated the ceremony. Her words, infused with tradition and love, resonated across the wedding hall, weaving blessings around the newlyweds. As the vows were exchanged, the bride and groom sealed their promises with a loving kiss and then a deep bow, a gesture acknowledging the profound passion and respect they held for each other. The wedding ceremony had been a beautiful blend of tradition and modernity. Sunny couldn't help but tear at the touching sight of her older cousin and now husband professing their love to one another. Then, the traditional ceremonies began. As the evening sun dipped below the horizon, the guests, resplendent in their traditional hanboks and elegant suits, gathered around a beautifully decorated pavilion. Each guest carried a white envelope. Inside, crisp bills, each carefully chosen, represented the support and blessings they bestowed upon the newlyweds. The envelopes, like vessels of good fortune, were presented to the bride and groom, a gesture ensuring their path was paved with prosperity. Under the fluttering silk banners of the traditional Korean pavilion, the air was laden with the scent of romance and anticipation. It was now time for the Kunbere, the sacred Korean wedding ceremony that would unite two souls in a bond woven with tradition and love. Nabi had changed from her white wedding gown and into a resplendent white hanbok decorated with flowers and traditional patterns. Nabi stood proudly beside her groom, who wore the men's Kunbere gown of deep regal blue. The bride's hanbok symbolized the purity of her heart, while the groom's hanbok represented the strength and commitment he brought to their union. Both garments, meticulously crafted with vibrant colors and intricate embroidery, bore the weight of thousands of years of Korean heritage. The ceremony included them sharing a glass of wine as now husband and wife. But most importantly, the pair took many, many photos together. In the background, Sunny and Aera giggled as they watched the happy couple in love. The two girls talked about what their Prince Charmings would be like and promised to attend each other's weddings in the future, no matter how far apart they were. Amidst the fragrant blooms of cherry blossoms and the soft rustle of traditional hanboks, another significant event unfolded in the tapestry of Sunny's cousin's wedding, the Pyebaek ceremony. In the hands of the bride and groom were dates and chestnuts which symbolize fertility and prosperity within Korean culture. The climax of the Pyebaek ceremony unfolded in a playful dance where the parents of the groom threw the dates and chestnuts towards Nabi, while her hands poised skillfully in the folds of her traditional skirt. As the fruits and nuts rained down, Nabi's nimble fingers deftly caught them, one by one. Each date and chestnut Nabi caught represented more than just a playful game. They were tokens of the couple's future, a glimpse into the family they would nurture together. The guests' eyes were glued to the spectacle as they whispered blessings under their breath for many children. The Pyebaek ceremony celebrated not just the fertility of the bride, but also the richness of family, the promise of generations to come, and the joy that bloomed when traditions were cherished and passed down through time. As the ceremony concluded, the couple stood hand in hand, laughing and full of glee. Their audience, and especially the couple's parents, cheered loudly for them. Nabi and her husband shared another tender kiss to seal their fate. "Well, let's eat," the groom then shouted. It was exactly what everyone wanted to hear. Following the multiple wedding ceremonies, the garden came alive with laughter and music. Traditional Korean delicacies adorned the tables, inviting the guests to dig in. There were plates of savory Korean barbecue and freshly grilled lobster tail. And no Korean feast would be complete without a colorful assortment of vegetables, noodle dishes, and fried delights, which added a touch of culinary artistry to every meal. Sunny, her eyes alight with excitement, wanted nothing more than to dance the night away with her new friend, but their mothers wisely sat them down for a quick dinner meal, ensuring they would have the proper fuel to keep on going. As the two cousins sat side by side, they shared more secrets and stories in between every bite. Sunny learned that Aera also loved animals and had a pet dog of her own. "Let's have a play date soon," Aera suggested. "I'll bring Coco, she's my corgi." Sunny lit up at the idea. "My pet cat Luna is a little shy around other animals. Is that all right? Sometimes she gets scared easily." Aera shook her head. "No worries. Coco's a really good girl. Luna has nothing to worry about. It'll be fun to introduce them to each other." Sunny nodded. "Okay then, deal." And the two little girls, Pinky, swore to hang out again soon. After stuffing their bellies with bulgogi and mandu, Sunny and Aera joined the guests on the dance floor as the DJ played a mix of Korean and American pop music. The two found out they had even more in common, as they sang along to every song and bonded over their favorite artists. The two twirled around in the traditional dresses, feeling like princesses from a fairy tale. Their older cousin Nabi spotted the two energetic flower girls and came over. "You both did a wonderful job tonight," she squealed, enveloping them in a big hug. "Thank you for making my big day so special." Surrounding them, the Yu family and all their friends danced in celebration as their hearts intertwined into one. They created a memory that would forever echo in the hearts of everyone present, a reminder of the profound joy that comes from celebrating the union of two souls in love. Between dances, Sunny and Aera found a quiet corner in the garden, their laughter filling the air as they chatted about their favorite toys and the adventures they dreamed of. Aera's eyes sparkled as she shared her dreams of becoming an artist, and Sunny, equally enthusiastic, spoke of her ambitions to be an explorer. Their conversation meandered into the realm of little kid wonders. They marveled at the beauty of the cherry blossoms, imagining they were in a mystical palace. They shared secrets about their favorite candies and exchanged stories of their mischievous pets, Luna and Coco, who would meet very soon. In that moment, amidst the grandeur of the occasion, they discovered a bond that would last a lifetime. As the night deepened and the stars began to twinkle overhead, the wedding festivities gradually wound down. The laughter of children, the harmonious notes of traditional music, and the sweet scent of cherry blossoms lingered in the air. It was time to bid farewell to this lovely day. The rest of the wedding party slowly trickled out of the venue as Sunny's mother called out to her, "It's time to go home, dear. Aren't you tired, little one? Let's go back, take a nice hot shower and check on how Luna is doing. She's been alone all day. I'm sure she misses you." Sunny's father, on the other hand, grabbed Sunny's jacket and wrapped it around his daughter. Sunny took one last look around the beautiful pavilion. With a contented sigh, Sunny turned to Aera, her eyes shining with gratitude. "Thank you for such a wonderful day. I'll never forget it." Aera beamed back at her. "I had so much fun with you, Sunny. Let's meet again soon." With promises of future adventures, the cousins exchanged warm hugs and heartfelt goodbyes. The echoes of the wedding danced in Sunny's mind as she stepped into the awaiting car. There, the little girl quickly fell asleep, her head resting nicely against the headrest. Sunny's heart was full of love, and her feet were full of blisters. Though it was not her own wedding, it had been one of the happiest days of her young life. In her slumber, she dreamt of continuing the party and dancing until morning with her new friend. The end.